Alrighty, welcome. This is my first Speedbuild video on The Sims 4, so I don't know how it's going to go. For those of you who don't know me, my name is DarkHighness. I am an Australian content creator who is primarily on Twitch, but I decided that I wanted to start making some YouTube videos. Alright, so today I wanted to make like a little shipping container house. Obviously not the most original idea done, I will admit, but I've been really into tiny houses recently. I've been seeing a lot of them on TikTok and I really wanted to design something like that. Now I do have the tiny house pack. The name escapes me at the moment, but it is genuinely one of my favourite packs in The Sims, so we are using that today. So at the moment we are just building the external area. It took me very long to decide exactly how I wanted it. I had a bit of a rough idea of what I wanted everything to look like, but actually getting the aesthetic that I wanted was quite challenging. So obviously I'm going for a bit of a studio style thing, which I do feel is pretty common in these tiny homes, especially when you don't have that loft space. I actually managed to fit more into this build than I thought I would, which was very, very exciting. I tried to obviously not do too many giant windows just because I wanted to feel like it was just a shipping container that I remodeled obviously, and I wanted to ensure some of that structural integrity remained, I suppose. Now, I struggled so much with choosing doors and windows. I actually didn't do too badly here, but usually it is quite the effort. Oh, this is actually the texture that I wanted. I couldn't remember for the life of me where it was, so I was searching for it a bit there. And we didn't really talk about how hard it is to choose wallpapers for this kind of thing. So at the moment I am trying to decide on flooring. I can't remember if I used the same floor for everything. I think I might. We will have to check back on that one. Obviously using these tiny lights, for some reason I really struggle getting that one in place. And we immediately jump into furnishing. Now my first... here's actually where I realised that I didn't have move objects on, which is very important for this kind of build. So it is quite standard to use like the Murphy bed items in this. But personally I have had one too many Sims die from a Murphy bed, so I was trying to avoid that. I do also think that just having a full bed makes it feel bigger, you know? You feel like you have more space when you don't have to tuck things away. This is actually me playtesting because I was certain that that desk was not going to work when I put it there. Pleasantly surprised though. I do think that the check looks a little bit through the window, but nothing major. Also, I never realised how ugly all of the laptops are in Sims 4. I don't know what it is, they all look foul. Here I thought I was going to do something funky, intercepting it through the wall. Don't worry, very, very quickly changed my mind on that. This shelf, gorgeous, one of my favourite items in the game. I can't remember what pack that's from. Is it... Oh, it might be that Ego Lifestyle, yeah. Oh, and here's where I realised I didn't actually have a dresser. So, you know, we're just gonna stick back the corner bit. Now this little corner is a little bit awkward, but I do end up pretty happy with it. It's just very, very bare at the moment. I will admit. So yeah, so far we have a bed, we do have a desk and computer, and we have our dresser, and we do have a TV. Now here I've tried to decide what I want. I originally wanted like there's bench seatings you see in like tour buses and stuff, and I thought this yellow one was going to be really good, but I didn't like how much space it took up because obviously we didn't have the kitchen in yet. But you know, the sectionals always come in clutch. Now, the kitchen is where I thought things were going to get a little bit dicey, because I wasn't sure, yeah, up here I'm testing it, I wasn't sure if the sim could actually get through that tiny gap. Okay, which is really exciting. If you do have any issues with that, by the way, if you are playing with the slot, you should be able to move the mini fridge around a bit, and it should work fine. So there's going to be a lot of playtesting in this, as always when you're making a tiny house, just making sure everything works. Very quickly changing the countertop because I hate it. So these countertops, I believe, came in the same pack. And it bothered me so much that they didn't quite match colours. I don't know why the Sims team did that. Like, it would be so good if you could use those countertops together, because what countertop just has cupboards all the way through, you know? You need to have your drawer for your cutlery and, you know, your little cooking bits. I even remembered to put a bin in this build, by the way. That is always a Sims builder's downfall. It is the easiest thing to forget to put in a build. Oh yeah, here's where I realised all the microwaves in the Sims game are giant. I don't know why, for some reason I thought they were a lot smaller, but I hated the way it like had that overhang on the fridge, so I ended up giving them a coffee maker instead. Now, this build does use many packs. I can't even name all of them. But I feel like it's the kind of thing where it would be pretty easy to sub out for some base game items if that is what you desire. Obviously we know everything works. I think the only thing that might be tricky is obviously with the kitchen, not having access to that mini fridge. I can't remember if there's a base game mini fridge now, is there? Oh, this. I was determined to get a bathtub in this build because I feel like nothing is more bougie than a nice big bathtub in a tiny home. I'm sick of these tiny little itsy bitsy bathrooms. So we do have a bathtub in there. I was pretty excited about that. Now you'll notice everything is still very bare bones at the moment. I wanted to get all of the furniture in and working before I decorated anything. Also, I would just like to make it clear that I did empty the trash can before I uploaded the build to the gallery. Please do not fret about that. Now I get to decorate. This is the exciting part. Also, here's where I realized that there's an It Take Two poster. It Takes Two, sorry, in the game, which I thought was very, very cute. Naturally, many plants. For some reason, whenever I do a build like this, I just need to put so many plants in. It just makes my heart happy, you know? I feel like when you have a tiny home, you spend a lot of time with nature, like out in nature anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to bring some of that indoors. I don't know if I'm set on the vertical garden on the wall. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a nice proper colour, but I don't know if it's quite right. Also, I did check, you can actually use that bookcase, which I was surprised about, but that is technically functional. And we do finally have the closings, we do have a working dresser. Oh god, I was so excited when the little mirror fit on that half wall. I can't explain it. I love putting mirrors everywhere. And just some little shoes, you know. They only have 2 pairs of shoes, like the true minimalists they are. And you'll notice the pops of colour are quite minimal. But I just wanted it to feel, you know, clean. I wanted it to have that typical tiny home look where everything's, you know, clean and it's a blank slate. Also, I love these kitchen counters. If you can't tell, I love the fact that you can actually put stuff under there. I think it's brilliant. Also, I swear there was an item where there was just a bunch of folded up towels stacked on top of each other. See, I can see it there. For some reason, I just could not find it, which is why there's rolls of towels there, because I wanted like tea towels. Bit of a goof on my part. Also, the entire time I was building this, I had been playing the tenants a lot. Even House Flipper, and I was looking for items that were in those other games, just wondering where they were. Does anyone else get that? You play other games where you decorate houses and you just forget which items are in which game. Sizing up those little planter pots is my favourite thing. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah, and here is me testing and being surprised that everything actually worked. So yeah, there we are. We are getting towards the end of the inside of this build. I do a little bit of landscaping and stuff outside, but nothing major. Oh, we're finally decorating the bathroom. I can't remember if I actually put a toilet roll holder in there or not. Giving everything a bit of life. Do I put something on that wall? Surely. Yeah, there we go. I put the leaves there. I was gonna say, it's very blank at the moment. Another cheeky rug. We do honestly love to see it. I use so many rugs in my build. It is truly something. I don't even own a rug in my apartment at the moment. So yeah, we do have a bit of mix of design styles, you know, that very sleek borrow mixed with a bit of the borrow decoration. Do I keep it there? I was gonna say, I really want to love that green wall item, but it just looks so bare and sad. Oh yeah, I don't know where I saw this, but with that really ugly hanging plants item, it's so easy just to put a shelf on top and make it actually functional. I don't really understand why it wasn't a functional shelf to begin with. And here's where I'm realizing that like red shelf mod would be so helpful right now, because nothing fits on any of these shelves. Oh, and I just ended up cheating them up there anyway. Beautiful, and I think I put some towels up there. I do. It's I don't know how easy. Oh, that's me just checking that the items aren't floating. I'm not sure how easy that would be to reach realistically. Like, I'm a shorty. I don't think I could reach that high up. This painting, which I love, easily one of the best ones in the game in my opinion. And I think we even get a little bath mat. We do. Oh, bless. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is pretty much the end of the interior decorating after we put these curtains up. I do really like those Desert Luxe curtains. I just haven't found a good chance to use them yet. Also, I do know that the chair clips to the curtain a little bit, but I think if I moved it anymore, it just would not actually work. So I was trying to avoid that. Well, yes, I couldn't find a proper cushion to put on the couch, so we have this little kid stuffed toy, which I think is super cute. Oh, we do actually get a little lamp on the bedside table. Oh, we're going outside now. Okay, perfect. So, as I said, I didn't do too much in terms of outside, like landscaping design. I tried to do a little bit. I spent a lot of time at the front here trying to design this little area. So you'll notice I have placed a full 32 tiles, and that is just the interior of the house. But there is a tiny little bit more here. It's like a little patio there, which I don't actually think is added to the count, because it's not an enclosed space. So if you're struggling to get the benefits of obviously a little tiny home, you can do this kind of indoor-outdoor thing and it won't actually classify as part of your space. So that's always one thing I forget when I'm building a small home, is that there are actually benefits that you get for having the small houses. Admittedly though, I do not play in live mode very often. I'm trying to remember if I changed the colour of those posts or not. Don't know. I think I go back and I change the roof colour at some point, so I might want to go and do that. Love the little bird feeder. That's adorable. Oh gosh, I saw one video. I swear it was James Turner, the Sims Supplier. And in one of his Sims 3 builds, he like put these plants up around the posts, and it looked amazing. And I'm constantly trying to do that in Sims 4, but plants to do it with. Oh dear. I swear it was an Arena Island build. Oh, here is where I actually changed the roof. Yeah, it... Oh, do I keep it as a light one? I don't know if I do. Yeah, apparently I do. Okay. For some reason I thought I changed that. At that point when I put that down there, I was like, I may as well just put a seat here instead, which is what we're going to get here. Again, love that Desert Lux item, I just haven't found a good opportunity to use it. I really wanted this to work, I did, but actually floating when she sits on it because it's scaled down, which just bothered me to no end. Now we're going back to my tried and true couch here. I'm pretty sure I use this in most of my builds, I don't know why. I think I just like the way that it takes up the full grid square. Oh, I was fighting with these planter pots for a long time, and you'll see it here. Because as soon as I got a place where I wanted it, I'm like, but I want them to join in the middle instead. But we did get there in the end. Also, I'm very sorry if the camera movement is a little bit nauseating in this. I didn't actually realize when I was building how much I was moving it around. So I will going to try and avoid that in future. But that is pretty much the crux of the house done. At this point, it's all exterior stuff we're doing. So I think I put a little pond in at the front. I think I was trying to show off how much the lot cost there, but it seems that my game capture actually cut some of that off. But at this point, before I did furnishing, it was under 21,000, I believe, which is what I was trying to show off. I think it's closer to 24 after I put all of the, obviously, exterior stuff in. But, yeah, I think that's basically the end of everything I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, obviously let me know in the comments below, but I will leave you guys with the music to enjoy the rest of the build.